I'm starting to kind of do more and more of these videos where I just like sit down and just start talking about shit. Just whatever comes into my head. And today's one of those days. I don't really have any, like, everything's all wrapped up in this fucking thing. Everything is all wrapped, like, it's like every personal interaction is now somehow touched by the coronavirus. Every event that happens is because of the coronavirus or for the coronavirus people and first responders, and everything that's being talked about on the news, fuck coronavirus. Like, the only non-coronavirus thing that I've heard recently is apparently NASA with their fucking lies. Apparently there's going to be some comet, whatever that's supposed to be, that's going to be pretty fucking bright. So I guess that we'll be able to actually see the shit as it shoots around us, right? Gets caught by the gravitational pull, and it's gonna slingshot around our solar system. It's gonna be fucking so cool. But only if you believe that shit's real. It's very cool if you believe that shit's real. And like, it made me start thinking about that. And I'm like, I want to do a fucking flat earth video now because it's not coronavirus. So like, I just want to do that, but fucking at the same time, I don't. It's like, I so fucking don't want to do it. But seriously though, like, what is that supposed to be? Like a severely predictable light that's fucked up and it's gonna like fall actually like really fucking slow over the span of days. It's gonna fall until it finally, you know, disappears because it hits the other side of the dome and breaks. Like, is that what's going? Or is it like a sliding fucking light that, you know, it's there on purpose and we can predict it because it's just, that's how it always happens, because it always just goes right there. Except next time it's not going to go right there, or maybe even not that way, but it'll still be there. Or however long it takes for that thing to come back, whatever. Halley's Comet, isn't that like 70 fucking years or something, 75 years or some shit like that? I remember seeing Halley's Comet when I was a kid, and I could remember thinking to myself, like, I was pondering the infinite, you know what I mean? Like, I was actually trying to wrap my mind around, in 75 years, I'd only be like 85. I wouldn't be thinking this shit when I was 5. Like, I was probably around 10, 12, something like that. I don't know, I'd be 87. Oh no, I think it was like, I was like 14 or something like that. I don't remember. Anyways, me and numbers, Jesus Christ. Again, don't fucking think anything I say is... Anyways, so, yeah, I remember trying to ponder that. What that meant. And now as I'm like 40, I'm like, shit, I can see Halley's Comet again someday. Like, I don't know, that's kind of fun. But I believe in the lies, so, you know, just cool things to look for if you're just a sheep. And speaking of fucking sheep, man, oh my god. Sorry. This is gonna sound really fucked up, but it isn't. I don't mean it like this. So I like Tim Pool. I think Tim's fun to watch. Now, why do I think Tim is very fun to watch? Here's the reason why. There was this chick on Chatterbait. Spin it into a new tangent, shall we? There's this chick on Chatterbait. She was kind of an older lady. Like, she wasn't old, but she was, you know, she had to have been around like 40, 45, something like that. She wasn't, you know, terribly old, but she was, you know, older. And she was mature. She was very pretty. She had what looked like a nice body. I never really got to see it much though, because she was always clothed, and she would just sit there, and nobody would give her money because she didn't have like the fucking vibrator thingy, none of that stuff. She just sat there, clothed, and it was just like, pay me to get naked, and everybody was like, eh. And, you know, and I just, like, I would sit there and just watch this chick for hours just to see if she would actually ever do anything. And no, man, all she ever did was just be disappointed. And then, and I watched her for like months. Every time she'd be on and I'd be on it, I'd be like, oh. And I would always tab that chick up and just every once in a while just check in on her. What you doing? Fucking nothing. There'd be like 2 people in a room that would just be like, come on, bitch, fucking do something. And like, oh, dude, it was just, it was sad. And I watched her just get kind of berated for months. And then finally one day, like, I don't know, there was just a different look in her eyes. And I was like, uh-oh. And yeah, she did a whole bunch of wild shit and made a lot of money. And I'm like, and then I saw her on there a couple of more times, doing, you know, just way into it, making money like crazy. And like almost immediately, I was bored with her. Like, she was still hot. She was a lot of fun. But, like, just that fast, I was just like, you know, because that, I don't know. Like, it was kind of the end of the story for me. You know what I mean? Like, I watched her struggle for so long and then break and then have a blast. And it was like, you know, I was happy to have it be a happy ending. Or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. And that's kind of why I like watching Tim right now. Because I used to watch Tim a lot, like half a year ago or so, right? I used to watch Tim all the time. I used to get people that would fucking come to my channel and be like, yeah, I watched the video, you must have watched Tim's when he talked about this. And I was like, yeah, but I brought up totally different points and had a completely different perspective and not as much, like, whining. And I don't know, it was funny. Because, like, I used to comment on Tim's videos a lot because I like fucking with Tim. I don't know if he even reads them. He's never responded to any of them, so... But on the off chance he sees ones, I always like to give him a good zinger. But Tim is fun to watch because I used to watch him a long time ago when he had a very different... I don't even know how to describe it. He just had a very different kind of perspective on a lot of things than he kind of does now. And now with the coronavirus, he's beginning to understand a lot of things that, like, I commented to him in the past. So, like, it's fun to watch his videos where he's like, you see the feminists in Spain? You see the feminists in Spain? Look at them. Look at the picture. And, like, there's a picture of fucking a street just shoulder to shoulder with people, thousands of people packed shoulder to shoulder, fucking marching for women. Right? Because feminists gotta have our marches. Fuck the coronavirus. And granted, this was like, I don't know, the 8th. You know, I mean, we're still in March, right? So yeah, this is like the 8th or some shit like that. And I'm like... I don't know, I might be fuzzy on the date. There was a lot of dates flying around in Tim's videos today. But, yeah, like, I'm sitting there going, fucking figures. Because I was thinking about talking about Spain today. And how they had 800 deaths in the last, like, 24 hours. Like, 816. Again, me and numbers. 800 was the one. It was 800 something. 800 and change. Doesn't matter. It's fucking, that's a fucking lot, man. Like, in 24 hours to die from this thing? And I started thinking all that. And then I'm like, well, you know, how many of them had, like, really nasty preconditions, you know, respiratory problems, asthma, shit like that, you know, how many of them were very old, how many of them were very young, you know, and I'm, like, thinking of the statistics, you know, I'm like that because I'm always trying to place myself somewhere. See where the fuck I'm at. You know, I'm like, how many of them were 40-year-old white smokers for like 20 years? You know, like how many of them fit that fucking statistic? And I'm like, you know, because it's not like I'm defeated, but because I'm certainly doing everything I can to protect myself. As I've been saying the whole time, just want to point that out. Glib. Is your fake glib? That actually did make me laugh. Because I've been listening to a lot of Opie and Anthony at work, and they tossed that line around from, I don't remember what movie it is. You're being very glib. Yeah, it did make me giggle. But, I'm doing what I can to protect myself. You know, I'm washing my hands. I'm not fucking with my beard like I always do, or at least I try not to, or every time I do, I go, freak out. Coughing into my sleeve, being respectful to other people. I stick my hand up my sleeve when I open doors and shit. There have been a couple of hot days recently, too, and I'm still going out in my hoodie because I need my sleeve. So open doors and shit. I ain't touching nothing, man. You know, because I don't want to get this thing. If I can help it. Until there's some sort of vaccine where they can give me this thing. And then my body can go, and like poke it with a stick. And do whatever it does. Fuck it up and then just piss it out or whatever. I don't know. But yeah. But, apparently that chloroquine, hydroxychloroquine or whatever, and is this the ricin? Or I think the hydroxychloroquine has been approved by the FDA for emergency, like, multi-use purposes. So they're essentially, like, approving it for testing and shit to see if it'll fucking work. To give to people with zizromycin, you know, to see if it helps. So that's pretty fucking cool. That's pretty hopeful. Again, other countries have been already studying this thing for quite a while because their orange man isn't as bad as ours. And, yeah, so I guess it's getting promising results, and that's fucking cool. Yeah. I was really happy when I heard about that. Yeah, Tim's going through some shit right now, right? Holy shit. So yeah, Tim's, you know, like, doing all these videos that I'm like... And he did this video today, the one that I commented on for today. I only ever try to comment like one time on one of his videos because I just don't have the fucking time to come up with a really good witty one. So it's got to be one where I'm like, gotcha. You know, I could come up with it real quick. And I came up with a good quick one. In the video, he was talking about, what the fuck is he talking? Oh, he's talking about New York City announces illegal immigrants will get access to emergency Medicaid. A reckoning is coming. And I'm like, this is not the type of shit you were talking about before, Tim. So it was very fun for me to watch the video because I've seen his other, you know, Healthcare for All videos, and he has always kind of been like, I think it's a great idea. And I'm like, Tim, it's not a great idea. Like, I've always said to him, Tim, it's not a great idea. Like, it's not even an idea. No, you can't do it. It just fucking can't happen. So now, because of the coronavirus, and hospitals being overrun, and all this fucking shit, and then New York City announces Medicare for all, and they're throwing in illegals. And he's like, look, man, people are going to get displaced by this shit. He's like, everybody's going to the fucking hospital in New York, and now everybody's going to be going to the hospital in New York. And they're already overrun. What happens when the first wave of... What happens when the first caravan shows up at fucking... whatever New York hospital, New York General, whatever, right? The first caravan fucking rolls up to the gate, and there's no fucking gate. It's just a door that fucking opens on its own. And they just are gonna pour in. Man, I'm like, and Tim's like fucking going through all that shit, and I'm like, I don't remember you saying this shit in the past, Tim. So, and then he said, you know, but how do you even make that sort of thing feasible? He's like, I love the idea of it, and I'm like, Tim, no. So I left this comment for Tim. I'll read it for you guys because I thought it was great. How do we have universal health care? It's called rationing, Tim. That's right. The government actually gets to decide who lives and who dies. That's how you do it. In all situations, in all ways, that's how you do it. And no, there is no other way as long as resources are finite. It made me sad when you said you liked the idea of it. Space, this is a line that is all on its own. You like the dream of infinite resources. Dreams aren't ideas. It just makes me laugh every time I fucking read it. I was like, oh, it's perfect. My asshole exploded. Love that Louis bit. Yeah, fuck it, man. What else is going on? Oh, apparently the news is getting very confusing for some people because some people like have memory and that's like longer than a goldfish, and like they're remembering articles from like earlier this month, and now they're seeing articles and going, what the fuck? Like, and that's pretty funny. And then there's the people that still think that CERN is fucking with time or whatever. The whatever the fuck, the Darwin effect or whatever. Mandela effect. Yeah, the people that still actually fucking think that the line was Luke, you are my, or I am your father. It fucking never was. It never fucking was. Never fucking was. Because I was that kid that always got fucking annoyed when people fucking did that line wrong. No, I am your father. Oh, it's a fucking great line. And even James Earl fucking Jones doesn't remember his own fucking line. I remember though, because I watched that movie a million fucking times. It was great. Yeah. Fucking people that believe in that shit and think that like time's getting fucking, yeah. The Matrix is fucking up. Like, I remember when it was racist? I was sick. Like, me being sick, that sucked. Because I missed a lot of videos that now I wish I would have made. Because I wanted to make them then, but I was sick as fuck. But yeah, I remember when it was racist to say to not go out and do stuff because of the coronavirus. Because Donald Trump was calling it the Chinese virus, or the Chinese flu. Alright? And that was racist because Donald Trump said it. And they were saying, don't worry about this thing if you won't go out anywhere. It's fucking racist. Right? And I think that was de Blasio was saying that shit. And fucking, right? And then there was a whole thing where Andrew Cuomo was talking about fucking, people were just stealing masks, and he wanted the police to look into fucking these mask thieves. And then Donald Trump said in his speech, there's a lot of masks missing in New York. What are they going out the back door? What the fuck? Or no, a lot of ventilators or whatever it was. Whatever the fuck it was, Cuomo was bitching about, and Donald Trump is sniping back. I ain't fucking. There's so many goddamn things at this point. It's gone so fucking. My head's spinning. I don't know what to fucking take of this shit. So fucking yeah, Cuomo. I remember him saying, "Fucking, we gotta look into these mask thieves." And Donald Trump says, "Mask thieves," and then now they're like, "What a conspiracy theory!" I'm like, dude. It was a month ago. I just love it, man. Donald Trump was the one that started the whole birther thing. Oh, it's Donald Trump. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was Donald Trump. And I made a video. I said, dude, I was there. I wasn't making videos back then because I was, whatever I was, 16, or 16. No, I was 20. 25 or some shit like that. I don't even fucking, man, goddamn, a long fucking time ago. I'm getting old. Yeah, I didn't fucking do YouTube back then, but fuck, I remember it because my dad made me watch 60 Minutes every fucking Sunday. Every time I went over to do my laundry, I'd watch fucking 60 Minutes. And I remember Hillary Clinton's fucking mouthpiece on 60 Minutes talking about how awesome he thought it was that Obama was Muslim. And that he was an immigrant. And he thought that was great. Because that means that even immigrants can run for president one day. Except no they can't. Like, there's a lot of rules around that. So, yeah, and that got the whole fucking thing started, and then Donald Trump fucking just grabbed that ball. Like, Donald Trump fucking ran up to Hillary Clinton, punched her in the face, took that fucking ball, and ran with that bitch. He was determined to get that shit across the line. I don't fucking know why. Whatever. Well, I mean, I know why, but whatever. But yeah, fucking, it's so weird to watch that, like, happening within a month. Like, that shit was, what, 16 years ago at that point, or 8 years ago at that point, right? If it was because it was the first election with Hillary Clinton. Was that 8 years ago, or was it what? Well, no, it would have been 8 years ago now, because it's 2016. Was it in 2008, or was it in 2012? Whatever the fuck it was 4 to 8 years. And that was how long it took for people to forget that Donald Trump was not the fucking first one. It was 60 Minutes, man. It was on 60 Minutes. And somebody fucking said, yeah, I was there too. And I remember. And I was like, motherfucker. So I found the 60 Minutes clip. Played that shit. I'm like, there you go. Fucking tell me you were there. Better remember it right then. But yeah, this shit is now happening over the span of a month. It used to take years for people to forget that much shit. Come on, what the fuck? Ugh. Yeah, how was everybody's weekend? I hope everybody had a good weekend. I'm sorry. I kind of tease people. Because everybody is like, dude, I'm stuck at home. I need you to put out more content. And I'm like, well, I got video games to play. Why don't you get a hobby? Like, god damn it. But I was like, yeah, dude, because there's so many times where I just wind up wanting to make videos like this because there's a million fucking things I just want to talk about. And I just don't, I don't have enough fucking of a focus to even be able to just pick one thought and fucking run with it. But, oh my god. So it's been fun making just like bunches of short videos every day. That has been a blast, and we'll probably go back to that tomorrow. But I just wanted to fucking ramble for a while. I see you getting one big long one today. Watch it in increments. YouTube has this fun feature where it will save where you're at in a fucking video. It's a little red line at the bottom of the thumbnail. In case you didn't know how YouTube works, I watch a lot of YouTube, but because I don't have TV, I don't have cable. Fuck no. I have cable. You just stream that shit. Oh shit. Probably shouldn't fucking say that. Anyways, so yeah, I had a lot of icons from you guys. But yeah. Fucking Tim Pool. Tim Pool's cracking me up. It's fun to watch him grow as a person. Who knows? Maybe Tim Pool will wind up like that chick, and Tim will get to a point where he's like hardcore, right wing. And then I'm going to be like, happy ending. And I'm just never going to watch Tim Pool again. So maybe. I don't even know if that chick's still doing Chatterbait. Oh, she didn't get coronavirus. See what I mean? Talking about Chatterbait, and where does it go? Fucking coronavirus. Everybody talking about fucking coronavirus. Is anybody doing anything not coronavirus related? I want to know not coronavirus related things in the comments. If you've made it this far in the video, cool. You're usually the commenters. So no coronavirus related shit in this fucking comment section. Let's all talk about what we're doing. It's not coronavirus. What are we doing while we're sitting at home? Fucking can't go anywhere and do anything. What are we all doing? That's what I want to see in the comment section. But yeah, fucking, it's crazy. It's just crazy. Yeah, maybe I was a little glib. I remember saying it's a very serious form of the flu, but it's still pretty much like the flu. You fucking take care of yourself. Wash your hands. Don't be a dick. Don't cough and sneeze on people. Cough into your sleeve. I think I read off the whole fucking list of shit. Wash your hands when you get home. You've been touching doorknobs. You know the fuck else have just been rubbing your fucking doorknob? Yeah. I live in an apartment and it's one of those hallway, you know, like we don't, like our doors don't open out into the air. We got a hallway, so I don't know who the fuck's rubbing whatever the fuck they're rubbing on my door handle. Yeah. So I wash my hands. I come home from after I've been touching every door handle, even though I've been doing it through my sleeve, wash my fucking hands. And yeah, fucking, you know, but what's taking all the toilet paper? God damn. That's fucking one roll. Shit. That sucks. I'd be like, if I had, you know, have a family of 4, alright kids, here's your $1. Grab your roll. You're gonna have to ring this up yourself. And the kids probably fucking love it. They'll be like, yeah, get the fucking tea in it. Beep. Rub it until it beeps. Rub it until it beeps. You gotta stick it further out. Beep. Ah! Make a game of it. And fucking, alright, put your $1 in the thing. So we're only buying one each. My fucking 4-year-old means a shit too. Fucking dude. My dad decides to remind me of my grandfather's old story of how a person wipes their ass with just one square of toilet paper. Did anybody else know this? Did anybody else have a grandpa like mine? Here's a grandpa's story. Take your finger, right, and you rip a little centerpiece out of the square, right? And you want to set that to the side. You stick your finger through the one square, and then you wipe your ass with your finger, right? And then you take and you fold over, fold the clean paper over your shitty finger, and then you wipe it off, and you wipe your finger off, and then you take that little square, or the little thing that you ripped out of the middle, and that's what you clean under your fingernail with. Yeah, that was my grandpa. My grandpa used to call me a Doomkopf all the time. It's German for dummy. He used to scare the shit out of me when I was a kid, man. Fucking, he always had buzz cut because he was military. He was a tank commander in World War II. Got a Bronze Star. I think I told this story before. Anyways, he was a bad motherfucker, and he had a buzz cut all the time, as long as I knew. He had this wispy white hair and just buzz cut, and he would always fucking grab a hold of me and go, "You want a haircut like mine?" And I go, "No! Do you want a haircut like mine?" No! I kind of blame him for all the experimenting I did with long hair. Ugh. But now, what do I do with my hair? I fucking grow it out until it gets to the point where it annoys me. And then I fucking buzz it like my grandpa. I always almost have a fucking haircut like my grandpa. Except when it gets along like a hippie. Grandpa. Anyways, yeah. Fucking, why was I talking about my grandpa? Oh, I was telling them how you clean your, back of toilet paper. Full circle. I don't have any toilet paper stories with the grandpa, except for that one. So there you go. Helpful hint. Life hack. For those of you who are looking to use one sheet at a time. That's how you do it. You use your finger with the, clean your finger off. And I was like, the sad thing, like my dad tells me that story, and I'm like, the sad thing is, I bet you that's how he had to fucking clean his ass in the fucking war out in the trenches, because they probably had a roll of toilet paper on the tank, and it's like, we could be out here for months. So, one square at a time, boys. Got a finger. Look, there's a puddle. Wash your hands. Fucking, who knows, man? I don't know. For those of you who don't know the story about my grandpa, fuck it, we're just talking. He was tank commander, World War II. And his tank was ordered to withdraw soldiers from some German city. I don't remember where the fuck it was. Exactly. German city. And it could have been fucking Austria. It could have been London. Who knows? Wild times back then. And so he is ferrying out all the troops. You see it in the movies. He's got fucking 10, 20 dudes sitting on top of a big old tank, rolling down the street. You got everybody's marching. But he was just running dudes out, in and out. He just ran back and forth, taking soldiers in and out. And all, the civilians, they're all gathered together, wanting to go too. And he just kept going. And just kept taking, after the soldiers got out, he started taking people. And he got the Bronze Star for that. My grandpa. He's a good guy. And, yeah. So, that's my grandpa story. Miss Grandpa. But, yeah. I don't know. He ain't going coronavirus. Pneumonia. Chronic pneumonia. Which is, that kind of runs in my family. So, yeah. And I'm a smoker. Whatever. I don't do it because I want to anymore. Because I have to. I almost quit when I was sick. I actually seriously considered quitting when I was sick because I didn't really smoke very much when I was sick. Because at some point I ran out of cigarettes and I was like, I ain't going anywhere to get cigarettes. Because I just didn't want to go anywhere. And I didn't go anywhere, man. That was rough. Because, the only place that'll deliver to me is pizza, and that is not what I was fucking eating. I had one day where I felt really good. And, man, I ate like a motherfucker. I got pizza and cheese bread from Marco's, I believe. And, man, I ate that whole fucking cheese bread and, 2 pieces of pizza. And then I threw that bitch in the fridge. And then over the span of the next, 3 days, I ate 2 more pieces of pizza. And then at one point I had to go to the doctor. And I went to the doctor, and he's like, get yourself a thermometer, take your temperature. And when your temperature, when your fever's gone, you should be good. And I'm like, alright, cool. So I went to Walgreens, the only Walgreens that I know around me. And I'm like, you got thermometers? And she's like, yeah, I think. And I'm like, oh. So she took me around to where the empty thermometer shelf was, and I was like, oh, great. No thermometers. So I'll just fly blind. I don't know. I feel fucking hot. I'm burning up, but I'm wearing a coat. So I don't know. So when I was there, I got a couple of cans of chicken soup. And then over the next 3 days, I ate 2 cans of chicken soup. And that was good. Yeah, that was why I lost 10 pounds. I'm under 200 pounds. First time I've been under 200 pounds in a decade or more. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So, silver linings. Oh! I wanted to show you guys this shit. I should have done this earlier in the video because this is some funny shit. So at first, they started doing a weekly coronavirus newsletter on the internet or on the email thing, right? And I'm like, and then they actually came out and passed around a hard copy of the daily newsletter to everybody. And I'm like, and I look at her when she gives this to me, and I'm like, what? How ridiculous are we about to get rid of this shit, right? A month later, would you like to see how ridiculous we've gotten with this shit? I'll tell you a story first. We started doing social distancing. We are suggesting 6 to 3 feet, or 3 to 6 feet. Stay away from people, right? Well, in a factory, when you've got 3 or 4 people working on a 6-foot-long machine together, it's difficult to do social distance. They've gone through efforts, they've got people fucking, every machine is now running pretty much, they've spread everybody out, there's only 2 people on a machine, it's fucking crazy, because they're, and they're letting them slow down the machines too, because they're, doing all this stuff. So it's pretty cool, all in all. Like they're doing their best. And so we start seeing signs getting put up everywhere. At first, it was make sure you're washing your hands, and then it was this is how you wash your hands, right? And this is how you wash your hands with pictures and all that, like all that shit. And it's got like the one in our bathroom has Twinkle Twinkle Little Star because we just thought it was darling. And so you're supposed to sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star to yourself twice when you gotta do 20 seconds, right? So I'm in there and I'm fucking washing my hands and I'm looking at the fucking thing just to see how long it would take for me to look at the thing and do everything. Because it's supposed to be 20 seconds. I was in there for like 4 minutes. Just fucking straight up washing my hands. Just like, okay, and then I do this. And then I don't even know what the fuck this is supposed to be, but it feels good. Alright, we're massaging our hand. Yeah. And I'm like... So I'm doing this fucking thing, and then I'm looking at Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I wasn't singing it as right. I wasn't going that fucking far. But it got to, when it finished Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, it goes object, 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 and then it starts Twinkle Twinkle Little Star again. And I went and told the HR girl about it, and we had a good laugh about it. And then I got sick. I was out for a week and 2 days. And because I was out, I called off, Friday. I was out for a whole fucking week, and I wasn't allowed to go back to work Monday because I hadn't got my test results yet. So, going Tuesday, there's now fucking crazy amounts of signs everywhere. Like, social distancing, the fucking newsletter is now posted daily on fucking every fucking surface that will take tape and paper. Like, it fucking shit everywhere. They've got lines now that people have to go through and all sorts of signing things, and whenever truck drivers come in, we have to have them fill out a questionnaire, and if they answer yes on any question, we can't take their shit. They gotta get the fuck out of the building right now. Like, we are hardcore about it, man. We got all this shit going on. And apparently, somebody had complained. Somebody wanted to get fucking furloughed. Somebody wanted to have the plant shut down. Right? Because they know what it means. It means we get paid to sit at home. So somebody called the health department on us. And now they're investigating, whatever. And so, because of that shit, this is what we got. Social distancing. Your choice. You can stay at 6 feet away from everybody or be dead. And man, they're everywhere. And I'm just like, alright. I'm like, I know who we supply, and we supply a company that makes a lot of medical equipment where necessary. But, like, if we're certain about that, then we're good. They'll investigate and they'll go, this company's essential. They're open. Right? Or they'll investigate and they'll go, we don't really need you guys to be open. We would prefer you shut down. And we'll shut down. That shit is not fucking necessary. Right? Like, I mean, it's a tad bit fucking heavy-handed, I think. Like, it's... Not everybody's dying from it. God damn it. Like, we don't need that shit on every fucking surface in the plant. Like, it was cute and fun when it was the two people with the llama in between them, and it's like a llama's 6 foot long, fucking the standard llama length between each other. Like, that was cute. That was kind of funny. Really? To that? Fucking shit. Like... Like I said, man. Every facet of life is now fucking somehow attached to coronavirus. Everything that I have to talk about, every anecdote, it's all around the coronavirus. Sooner or later it gets there. Maybe tomorrow I'll look at some of the wackadoos and see what they're talking about. Ad Astra to the stars.